Welcome to TTV News with some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 working days, the 10th Provincial Congress of Farmers Association for the term 2023-2028 will have successfully and officially closed in the morning of August 25th.
Attending the event, there was Mr. Nguyễn Xuân Định, Vice Chairman of the Central Executive Committee of the Vietnam Farmers Association, Mr. Phạm Hùng Thái, Standing Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee, Head of Provincial National Assembly Delegation, and Mr. Nguyễn Thành Ngọc, Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee. The conference elected a Executive Committee with 27 delegates, and Ms. Lê Thị Ngọc Yến was elected as the chairwoman of the non-provincial farmers' unions for a term of 2023 to 2028. In the last term, the leadership of the Executive Board of the Farmer Associations at all levels has been focused and close to the grassroots. The targets of the association work and the farmers' movement every year have been achieved and stated the plan. The Farmer Association at all levels also throughout the province continue to effectively organize patriotic election movements and build new rural areas, contributing to the protection of security, social order and safety in the rural areas also. Speaking at the conference, Mr. Lê Xuân Định, Vice Chairman of the Central Executive Committee of the Vietnam Farmers Unions, highly appreciated the results of the farmers' movement in the province and suggested that the farmers' union should focus on the next time is to promote the mobilization of members and farmers to effectively implement the resolutions of the party, and the association also focus on innovating the contents and methods of propaganda to ensure practicality around farmers' aspiration in agricultural development and also new rural construction. Standing Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee Phạm Hùng Thái hoped that the farmers' union at all levels should continue to innovate their operation methods in a practical way and mobilize the farmers' members to change their spontaneous and small-scale production activities, switch to production-linked sustainable cooperation. Farmers' unions must be the connecting bridge between the business and the farmers, and taking production efficiency, product value chain, and the farmers' income as a measure for the effectiveness of the movement. The Congress also elects the delegation to attend the National Congress of the Vietnam Farmers Unions. On this occasion, a unit of Human Châu District received the election flag. 3 units of Trảng Bàng, Hòa Thành, and Châu Thành townships were also rewarded of certificates of merit by the Central Vietnam Farmers Union, and many other units, collectives, and individuals were also commended. And celebrating the 78th anniversary of the traditional day of the Vietnam's finance industry, August 28th of 1945 and August 28th of 2023, the 75th founding anniversary of the financial industry, on the afternoon of August 25th, the Department of Finance held a meeting of leaders, civil servants, and employees of the finance sector in the province. Along with the development of Vietnam finance industry, the finance department in the province has made great efforts to overcome difficulties and successfully accomplish the work of advising on the management of finance, assess purchase revenue and also expenditure. Annual purchase revenue increases plays an important role in ensuring the resources for the socio-economic development of the province. The total state purchase revenue between the terms of Provincial Party Conference of 2020 to 2025 is over 28,400 billion Vietnam dong. The average annual increase is 7.2%, a good increase compared to the national average. The total local purchase expenditure in the middle of the term is about 27,180 billion Vietnam dong. The expenditure on the development investment focuses on allocating investment capital to key projects and the works that are pervasive, attract investment, create the driving force for the economic development, and mobilize revenue into the state budget. Focus on disbursement and settlement of completed projects in accordance with the regulations.
The audience in the morning of August 25th, the Steering Committee for the Implementations of the Provincial Youth Development Program have the closing ceremony of the Youth Volunteer Campaign Summer 2023 to re-evaluate the results of the 3 months of launching the youth volunteer campaigns and summer activities.
TayNinhTV Youth organized a campaign during the peak period from May the 27th to August the 31st with the one program and 4 campaigns, including the Green March, Green Summer, Pink Holiday, and Red Forest Flower, and the contestation relay program, which took place actively and widely from the province to the grassroots level and attracted more than 107,000 returns of young volunteers and more than 700 volunteer students from 11 universities, colleges, and secondary schools in and outside the province mobilized over 16.3 billion Vietnam dong, also contributing to the same level of the party committees and authorities on levels in building new rural areas and civilized cities, protecting the environment, responding to climate change, and ensuring the traffic order and safety, and ensuring the welfare, the society, and also child caring. Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Tùng, Secretary Provincial Youth Union and Deputy Head of the Steering Committee for the implementation of the Provincial Youth Development Program, said, through the campaign, many collective and individuals have the good practices, creative and typical solutions, and also were recommended the commendation and reward. Achieving the above-mentioned result is the consensus of the whole political system, the consensus of the people, and the volunteering spirit of the youth of the province. On this occasion, many individuals and groups also were praised and rewarded. And on the morning of August 25th, the museum opened an exhibition to celebrate the 78th anniversary of the August Revolution, August 19th, 1945, August 19th of 2023, and the National Day of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, September 2nd. The exhibition displayed 100 photos and documents on historical significance of the August Revolution in 1945 and the birth of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam and now the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. In parallel, there are historical documents about the leadership action to seize the power in 1945 in Thanh Province and the process of leading the people to revolt to seize power by the Party Committee of Thanh Province in the period of 1945. In the forms of visual promotion, the exhibition also introduced the achievements of the economic development, the culture, society, security, and defense of the province until today. And on the morning of August 25th, the trade union and the grassroots union of the Power Company coordinated to organize the 2023 Voluntary Blood Donation Festival with the theme 10,000 hearts for one heart. The blood donation event attracted the participation of a large number of officials, employees, union members, and young people of the Power Company. Every person who comes to donate blood has a thorough health check and blood test. The blood donation process is carried out safely and according to the regulations. After a working section, the whole company donated for 157 units of blood. This blood unit is received and preserved by the Chợ Regional Blood Transfusion Center in Ho Chi Minh City, serving the emergency and disease treatment and medical facilities in the Southeast region and other provinces. And on the morning of August 25th, the students of TayNinhTV Primary School had a loving, happy breakfast. Nearly 200 servings of mice, meat soup, and beef rolls, also met by the sponsor of TMC Co. Company Limited in collaboration with Tân Châu District and Tân Nông Commune Youth Union. It is known that the TayNinhTV Primary School has nearly 200 children of the Khmer ethnic city, living with many difficulties and deprivations, and breakfast for the children in the border areas one of the activities to take care of them mentally so that they have more motivation and joy to go to school and strive to study well. And at Phước Thành Pagoda of Trang Bang Town, the Executive Board of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in Thanh Province held the closing ceremony of the summer seclusion course in 2023, the Buddhist calendar for 2567. After 3 months of observing the precepts, the monks and nuns were introduced on many contents of the Buddhist teaching associated with the cultural identity of the Vietnamese nation, supplement basic knowledge of the sutras, laws and practices, disseminate the guidelines of the party policies and laws of the state, especially the law on belief and religion and the law on road traffic safety, promote moral values of religion in building right national unity bloc. Completing the settlement, a total of 80 monks and nuns entered the country, and about 106 monks and nuns were also granted certificates. On the occasion of the Vulang victory and the 2567 Birthdays Festival, the Monsanans and birthdays from far and near have volunteered to support local poor people with about 150 gifts worth for 60 million Vietnam dong.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is necessary to soon implement and complete the policy mechanism for the stronger and circular mechanism. Vietnam can develop the circular economy laws to promote green transition. This is the directions of Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà at the Vietnam Sustainable Development Businesses Forum 2023, organized by the Vietnam Business Council for Sustainable Development under the Vietnam Federations of Trade and Industry on August 23 in Hanoi.
Speaking at the forum, Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà emphasized that sustainable development must be associated with the three pillars of sustainable economic development: the economy, society, culture, and people. All businesses, regardless of size in any field, have the opportunity to have the potential position and promise to have many contributions in the current global green race for sustainable development. The Deputy Prime Minister pointed out a number of oriented solutions to help to promote the development of the circular economy in the coming time. First, we need to promulgate the mechanisms and policies to promote the green economy and the circular economy, that is, to create a legal basis for economic models, especially the implementation of the law on environmental protection law on the renewable energy. In particular, if we can be stronger, we need to have a circular economy law. On these models and mechanisms create a green transition. And delegates at the forum also affirmed that sustainable development has come an all-encompassing trend in the world. Digital economy, circular economy, green growth, and the development models chosen by many countries, including Vietnam. And in that process, enterprises are both subjective and influenced. Over the past time, members of the Business Council for Sustainable Development in Vietnam have implemented green development with many specific initiatives to stay firmly on the green race. Innovation and sustainable development need to go hand in hand to achieve the business goals while addressing the social and environmental issues. Successful implementation of the global transformation requires a leadership commitment, organizational alignment, and a shift in mindset. Businesses should establish the clear metrics and goals for their digital transformation and engage with the stakeholders, including the customer, employees, investors, and regulators, to build trust and support for the global conversion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the image of environmental sanitation workers sweeping and collecting waste on the roads in the city is too familiar in the daily life of every citizen. The job seems to be simple and easy, but it is also full of hard work and hardship.
And it is also a meaningful and respectful profession and greatly contributes to the preservation and protection of the city's environment and landscape. With a specific working time, frequent exposures to hazardous waste and many dangers such as traffic accidents, being environmental sanitation work is one of the hardest jobs. The work is also hard. The salary is also stable but not very high because of life. I also try to do it. Every day, the work of the workers of the urban joint stock company usually starts at a 9 p.m. work at night. And whether it's a funny day or a stormy day, they will diligently sweep and ensure that the garbage is collected. When the gathering point out of time for the transport vehicle to take to the landfill, until about 5 a.m., when the streets are clean and beautiful, it is also the time when the people wake up to start a new day. In addition, due to the low awareness of the part of the people, the waste is not put in the right place, and they also throw garbage indiscriminately. And during the holidays, the dead or in the season when the tree falls flowers and leaves, and the works of the worker is even harder. And generally, there are jobs and salaries every month. In general, taking care of the family with this and that is enough. There is a little extra, but not much. But I take care of my family life, and I have done it already. It can be seen that it is not only a livelihood, but also a profession with many good meanings for the society. In order to share some of the difficulties and hardships that environmental sanitation workers are facing every day in a toxic waste environment, Each citizen needs to place more awareness in maintaining hygiene, environment, and put the garbage in the right place and do not litter indiscriminately, and thereby contributing to the construction of Taynan City also and Taynan province in general becoming more and more green, clean, and beautiful.
That's all for TTV News today. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.